Hello, my lovely Cancers. My name is Priscilla from Crystalthingsheal, here to do your March general readings. Friendly reminders that tarot is for guidance and entertainment purposes only, therefore not responsible for what you do after your reading. However, I'm here for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, check out the description box down below. That's going to have all the links to get a reading. What else do I want to say? We have new classes starting for spring and new workshops. Feel free to check them out. It's also in the description box down below. I also posted some flyers. My dogs are wrestling in the background. I also posted some flyers. I swear, it's like when I start talking, that's when I get excited and like start getting loud, because they're not loud at all when I'm not talking. Sorry. On my community page, okay? I keep you guys updated on there, so make sure you check it out. All right, so we have water signs, earth signs here. Who is this, Cancer? Well, that's you then. I don't know. It's kind of like two different things happening. So we have, some of you are dealing with an earth sign, and it's good because they're actually keeping you pretty grounded. So within that partnership, and this is not a love reading, this is just where we're starting out. Whether it's a work partnership, business, love, it doesn't matter. You're pretty satisfied with it, and it's almost like you guys complement each other really well. You guys are able to achieve your goals together, or you help each other achieve your goals, right? I do want to point out that for those of you that it is talking about relationships, you guys are very fertile right now. So, just keep that in mind. You're being, it literally says bearing fruit here. Safety first, right? But there is something that you're avoiding here, what I want to hone into. But other than that, I do see you guys work really well together. You guys, it's like synchronized, right? So let's find out what you're avoiding. What are my Cancers avoiding? It's contradicting. Change. You're avoiding change because even though there's good happening, bad is always going to come with it in some way, shape, or form. It's, it's balance. Oh, actually, that's what this card talks about over here, balance. But it's kind of like you can't avoid the bad so you can have the good in a way. It just comes hand in hand, That's all part of the transformation that's happening here. Why were you avoiding it? Because you're going through an awakening process for some of you. And for others of you, or, all of you maybe, it's requiring you to move in a different direction, and that's feeling uncomfortable. You also still need to kind of gather more information for yourself. More tools, whatever it is that you're doing. You don't have like all the key components just yet. And for others of you, remember that fertile thing I talked about? We have the baby coming out again, okay? Now, whether that's a new beginning, child, or a child, I think that for those of you who recently found out that you're going to be parents, one, congratulations. And maybe it's not what you wanted or how you planned or whatever. I think that's what you're avoiding right now. The realities of it. It happens. We're human, right? Yeah, so there's a little tension going on. Now you feel like you're stuck. It's like there's no peace of mind right now. Get a few more cards from this deck. Now you have to be a decision maker. This is not a time to be irrational with your emotions. We're not getting that. Okay, so this reading so far is almost like a little bit of a, it's guidance, okay? I don't want to say a warning, but it's like guidance. Basically what's happening is it's saying like you're not playing all your cards right. You know, pun intended, ha ha ha, right? You have to be a little more strategic in how you're doing things. So you don't want to waste your resources that you do currently have. So basically, your guides are saying like, come at it from a different approach so you can get a better result. Right. Because right now you're just going in circles with the same thing, getting the same results. Okay. Because, you know, it's shocking, right? It's shocking. Whatever it is. Whether it's a baby or whether it's, you know, this is work or whether it's a friend that did you wrong. You know, all of these are scenarios here. You know, it's shocking, but instead of, you know, pushing forward, you're kind of just, you know, you're stuck there. Let's get a few more cards of tarot parts. Basically did an oracle reading there for you. Let's get this deck. What else do we have going on, please? The song I'm hearing is the "We Don't Talk About Bruno, no, no." And no, I do not have children, so I was not listening to that song. It was our wedding day. There was not a cloud in the sky. But think about it. That song makes sense too for this reading because the whole reading was talking about you avoiding something, right? And all these people in this movie, for those of you who haven't seen it, Bruno is a sibling, a character in the movie that everyone was avoiding talking about. So it's like you don't want to see it, think about it. There are like birds just playing outside my window, but it's not even, that's so funny. Almost as if there was like a nest there. I don't think there is a nest there though. I can see the silhouette. Sorry. Are you distracted? Because I'm distracted. It was kind of cool though. But maybe it's like that. It's like you don't want to talk about the bad, so then you just like automatically fill yourself with good thoughts. Yeah. Speaking of birds. Alright, so what's this about? Look, I just realized that. That's basically what we just talked about. I do think the birds are significant that I just mentioned because the first two cards that, well, I guess not the first two, but first two that were significant to me in your reading were they both have birds in them. This is you avoiding. This is you trying to focus on the good. Which normally that's a good thing, but in this case, it's kind of not only because you're not dealing with the bad. Let's continue. What's this about? Some of you are debating if you should break up with someone. And that's what you're avoiding. So you're kind of just digging your head in the books a little bit, but you know that things have to change. And you just have to kind of make us, you know, I call it a fuck it moment. And make a decision blindly. But yes, it is going to change things quite significantly. For others of you, what's this? This is good. For others of you, you've left the bad in the past, quote unquote bad in the past. You've already made a decision, but at the same time, it's like you're almost not believing that you can fully get it. But the thing is, you are really happy that you made that decision because, you know, you were able to stand up for yourself and you can feel yourself changing and evolving and you know it's the right choice. And it is because you're really happy doing so. Right, so things are growing for you. They're prospering, okay? Anything else for this group? What just tried to come out was a 10 of Cups, which talks about happiness. This is all emotional happiness right here. You have the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck, right? This is you know, tell me that's not a happy card. So, for those of you who are like really vibing with that part, just believe that it's not always unattainable. You can attain it. All right, so what about these people? Self-love is playing a big role right now for you because you're no longer accepting. You're no longer settling. If they're not willing to give what you're giving, then so be it. Some days that gets to you though, right? Now, again, that could be relationship. That could be work. You're just not about the drama. You've already went through it. You're not about it. You're like, there's no arguing in you left, you know? Now you're just in a time where you just want to have fun. But guess what? Sacred geometry twice. Things are happening exactly as they should, and you're doing just right because you're doing it on your own. I think that is your message there. Because you're doing it on your own, is what I just said. So, this group, keep doing what you're doing. 100%. I just want to get some final messages, and then that'll be your reading. But yes, check out the classes in the community page. Keep working. Keep going at it. It's not time to relax yet. Keep going at it because you are going to get what you want in return. It's going to be reciprocated. So keep pushing through, okay? All right, that's going to be your reading. Until next time. Bye.